So next up, everybody, we have Tim Hardcastle from Instanda. Tim is the CEO and co-founder of Instanda, a recent entrant to the U.S. marketplace. Instanda is headquartered in London. I'm very excited to say that this is Tim's first visit to Hartford, where he's looking to establish his U.S. operations. So let's give him a hand just for that in general. Thank you, Tim. Instanda is a rapid product design and distribution platform operating on a SaaS model on Azure, and Tim is going to tell you a lot more about Instanda than I can.
You gave up. Thanks for that, and good evening, everybody. It's great to be here. Let me tell you a bit about Instanda. I'm the CEO and co-founder. A few years back, I used to be CIO of an insurance company called Hiscox. And during that time, it was clear there was a number of issues to address. So I'm going to direct this presentation for those of you that distribute products in the excess and surplus lines space. The admitted home and auto, you're going to be enjoying the big platforms that are available, such as Duck Creek and Guidewire. On the Instanda journey, this is my first pitch in a year, so that's probably why I'm a bit rusty. We're at Plug and Play in California. Since then, the company has grown, so we don't need to pitch so much anymore. I just got asked to do this as a special occasion, but I'm delighted to do so. This is the profile of the company. We've grown very rapidly in the last 12 months. We're working with probably about 8 of the tier 1 companies. 3 of those are in the US, 1 MGA we've just signed up. What we are really excited about is some of the awards that we've won have not just been awards that we've won, our clients have won too, in their own right, one of which is Zurich, and I'll talk to you about that a little bit later on. When we think about building, designing products, and we think about creating ratings for them, and we think about the data acquisition either from data ingestion or setting questions, and we think about issuing contracts. For those, when I was a CIO, I was looking at some green screen systems. I think I've seen many of those in our clients today. You don't typically think of core applications being run in an intuitive iPhone type style or a Microsoft Office style way of working. So what we've built with Instanda is this is the back end. This is a place where you do your administration. This is a place where underwriters would be creating their products, where the UX teams would be looking to create their broker portals, and where you'd make any kind of adjustment you'd need to make to your products. And you can make those changes within about, well, depending on the governance that you put in the platform, you can make rating changes within about a minute, or question changes, or document changes. What we've done is we've flipped the model of core applications on its head. So why should they be the domain of developers and DBAs and change request territories, which when I was a CIO was a big bane of my life? Why don't we put that technology in the hands of the people that know best? The underwriters, the marketeers, the operational people. I mean, I'm really, really excited to see all the, Hazard Hub, you rocked it, Guy, but all of these fantastic technologies, you cannot leverage them and use them if your back office is stuck on green screens or is moving at the pace of an oil tanker. What we've done is liberated that impediment to bring core product design, underwriting, contract issuance, and the rest of the life cycle, endorsements, renewals, first notification of loss. All that is controlled through an admin hub that looks like that business analysts, underwriters, and people that are not technically literate, or certainly miles away from being software engineers, can access it, they can change it, and they can create fantastic products. And at the end of the day, whilst we can talk about customer centricity, if your product manufacturing unit, your underwriting processes are in the dark ages, you ain't going to move an inch. And what we've done is freed that up. Just across the top, I know this is a busy slide and it's against the rules of pitching, but anyway, bear with me. But the aspects across the top is what Instanda does. It generates broker portals, consumer portals where you can self-service your policies. So Lemonade made this big announcement in 2017 about having the world's first live policy. We already have that on Instanda. I say already, okay, we're 9 months later than they were. You can do that in Instanda. Consumers can go onto Instanda, they can make endorsements, they can actually record their claims. It's via a mobile device. We do deep, complex products that are able to be put on the platform. I'll talk to you a bit about what Zurich has done. We're currently running commercial combined products with 17 covers, independently rated, contract documentation coming out the back of it, and all going straight to the brokers with a fantastic UI, UX experience. We generate documents, we can do all post-sale amends. Excuse my London view of MTAs is the US equivalent of endorsements, apologies. But that's midterm adjustments in the UK, endorsements to you. Your renewals, we auto-renew, you can do tacit renewals, we have all the admin functions, so you can give your brokers, if you're a carrier or an MGA, you can give your brokers delegated authority, and then they, through their portal, can start to manage the policies for you. So you're pushing down the chain some of the admin functions, and we can do claim setup. So a lot of our clients are looking at fast product time to market. They want to get greater engagement with their broker community, because as a carrier, it's a competitive market with the brokers. If you're not presenting them with an attractive interaction model, they'll may likely to move to other carriers, because that's how they're short of time as well. We've seen dramatic expense ratio drops because we can automate and straight through process more business. The underwriters are touching less, and we can leverage legacy. So the platform, we're not here to replace the Guidewires of Duck Creeks. They do a great job in the space they're in. We run alongside legacy, we run alongside the big solutions, and we're very API centric, so you can feed in data from the platform into those legacy or the bigger systems. And the really important thing for the industry, which we see time and time again, carriers and people inside them have big dreams. They want to change the products, they want to try out new ideas, but they can't because their back office systems won't let them. I'll put a change request process in, and maybe in 9 months you might get a result, and even then it might cost me $500,000, and I can't bet that kind of money on getting new products to market. Here's an example of what we did for Zurich. So it's a very complex product. Within 56 days they were live on a commercial combined going out to brokers. They won an award for it in the UK with the Insurance Times. And I'm conscious of time, so I'll move on. And then this is another one in the US. We're not allowed to officially say the name, but it's a public website, so for those of you that are smart enough, you can see it. They went live in 50 states. This one was an admitted lines business, specialty, but admitted lines, all 50 states, via brokers, direct to consumer as well, in 16 weeks, which was quite long for us, but that's because we've not done ISO forms before, so give us a bit of credit on that. And then we do also cyber products and a whole range of other stuff. So that just leaves you with a little taster. My man on the ground here, Ewan King, who also speaks with a slightly strange accent, but for those of you that are uneducated, it's South African, not English. He's been in the US 20 years. He lives in Hartford. It's one of the reasons we're setting up our office here. We have a team in the US already, split across Florida all the way up, well, it's not the US, but in Canada, Toronto. And we're looking to expand rapidly as the clients become very interested in what we can do. And I look forward to seeing more of you, and thank you for the time this evening. I'll leave it there.